Surya, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I am working as a software consultant all throughout my career. My take home is somewhere around 2,45,000 right now. The thing that I am facing a challenge with is at the end of the month, I don't know where my money is going. I usually don't have anything left at the end of the month.
I can gauge that your income has seen a rapid growth in the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years, but your savings haven't. Mutual funds, you are currently putting. If I look at your total income, it's a very small part.
After I got married, after I got a child, the expenses got caught up and I couldn't significantly increase my SIPs, I would say.
It's the biggest sin that if you're not investing while having the money, don't do that. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Fix Your Finance. Today I am with Surya. Surya is based out of Bangalore. Today we will talk about his finances and I will try to help wherever it's needed. Surya, welcome to the show. How's it going?
Thanks a lot, Anshuman. Yeah, it's going good.
Surya, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So I have been living in Bangalore since the past 14 years, right since my graduation. I am working as a software consultant all throughout my career. So right now I'm a lead consultant and I live with my wife and my 3.5-year-old son in Bangalore itself.
In these last 14 years, have you switched companies and currently where are you working?
Yeah, I did switch I think around 5 times in my in my career of 14 years and I work as a product solution consultant.
What does your wife do? Is she working currently?
No, she is a homemaker, but she has an interest towards baking. So she has a small firm, it's not pretty big, but she does it as a hobby. She does get some income out of it, but it's not a constant income. It can be wavered. Like 1 month can be high, as it can be as high as 15 to 20k 1 month. It can be as low as 5k 1 month.
Is she liking it?
Absolutely.
Surya, first things first. Why did you come to Fix Your Finance?
Yeah, so I make a decent amount of sum, I would say. My take home is somewhere around 2,45,000 right now. And the thing that I am facing a challenge with is at the end of the month, I don't know where my money is going, even though I think that I make a good amount of money. But if I see my bank account right, I usually don't have anything left at the end of the month. Yes, there is some amount of money that goes into the savings and all. But if I have to target some specific goals over the next few years, I don't know whether I'm on the right path to it, or if I feel that I need some adjustment, and that's precisely why I have come onto the show.
Let's try to find the problem. How many loans do you have as of now?
Loans, big loans wise, I only have home loan. Apart from that, I don't have any other loans as such, which is of significant amount.
What is the total EMI value?
The home loan EMI is around 56,500 and that loan has been taken for a duration of 30 years. That's because I wasn't eligible for the loan for 20 years when I've actually purchased the home, given my salary at that particular point of time. So I was forced to take a 30-year loan.
Got it. 2.5 lakh rupee income and your EMI is just 56,000 rupees. Yeah. So yes, we need to investigate where the remaining 2 lakh rupees is going. The good part is there is no, baggage as such. Like if we find out the problem, it can be fixed from day one, from tomorrow itself, because the liability is way lower than your total income. Let's just have a look at your expenses. Sure. So your pre-tax income is 3,25,000 a month. Yeah. Post taxes, your take home is 2,50,000. Yeah. Your biggest expense is housing EMI, which is 56,500. Quite decent as compared to your income. It is less than 30% of your income. I don't see any glaring expense. Shopping, movies, gifting, 12,000 rupees. Kids' school fees, 11,000 rupee. How old is your kid, Surya?
He's 3.5 years old. He just started school. So this is still the first year that it's just nursery.
So 1,32,000 rupees. Is this the fee for play school? My God. So one of the things that we'll touch upon is planning for your kids' education, future education. Loans, EMIs 5,000. No cost EMIs or personal loans?
No personal loan. It's no cost EMIs. The thing is, like, at any given point of time, I might have to purchase a phone for my parents or for me or for my wife or some other gadget, which I see as a pattern that I keep on paying average EMI of 5,000 per month.
Got it. Not alarming considering your income. And last, miscellaneous is 20,000. Now this needs some clarity, right? Where is this going? 20,000 rupees is not a small amount, right? Ye kaha ja raha hai? Where is this money going?
So this is the toughest section, I would say, because I keep getting some kind of the expenses which is significant every year. When I say significant, it is definitely more than 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh. And
give me an example.
For example, last year I had to admit my kid in the school. So for the admission itself, we had to shell out 2 lakhs plus the yearly fee of 1.1 lakh last year. So it's around 3.1 lakhs that I had to pay upfront. So that was last year. Though I don't have to pay that much amount this year onwards, it is completely EMI which I've converted to, which comes to 11,000. So that was last year. But this year my mom did a puja for my dad's 70 years birthday, and I had to contribute around 1.5 lakhs this year, and I just equated that into monthly and I just kept it. But expenses like these can come at any given point of time, and we have a couple of properties back in my hometown. I have to pay the property tax every year once, and that comes to somewhere around 1.2 lakhs. It's a commercial property basically, so we are not earning any income out of that right now. That reason being, it's actually in the court for some for some dispute, and person who's staying on rent is not paying the rent right now, so it has gone to the court for the dispute right now. But still, the property tax is something that we cannot avoid to pay, so we are paying it.
Okay, so the miscellaneous expenses that you are talking about are actually not that bad. Like, you are not just randomly spending your money.
Not that,
right? There is some event or some big responsibility because of which you have to shell out like a couple of lakhs every year.
Right. Yeah.
And the reason why you have put it as miscellaneous is because these are unforeseen expenses.
Correct.
So you can't predict it or you can't save for it.
Right.
I don't see this as a problem because it's a very small part of your total income, right? But if this is actually bothering you, then one thing that you can do is you can keep like 3 months of your income in a separate bank account dedicated for these unforeseen expenses. Have you made provisions for such kind of an account, for such an account?
I have that kind of a savings account linked to my home loan. I somehow don't treat the fund that I'm parking in that savings account as emergency fund. I have this bad habit of touching this amount as and when something big comes up, a big expense comes up. I somehow have to get that financial discipline to treat emergency fund as an emergency fund and not something that I can touch as and when I want to.
Surya, you mentioned that you did not want to take a loan while buying a car. Has there always been there? Like, are you not comfortable with loans?
Yeah, so it's more like I like loans when they come at a cheaper rate of interest.
But there is a better way to utilize your savings as well. Like, let's say you bought a 20 lakh rupee car and you paid the entire amount upfront. Your net cost was 20 lakh rupees. Second scenario is you take a car loan, you pay the 20% down payment, and for the remaining 16 lakh rupees, you take a loan for 5 years. After 5 years, including the 9.5% interest, you will be paying the bank around 20.16 lakhs. So your net cost becomes 24 lakh rupees. 4 lakh rupees more than paying upfront. But now the remaining 16 lakh rupees, if you park it in gold, after 5 years, this 16 lakh rupees will end up becoming around 27 lakh rupees. I've considered an annual return of 11%, which is in line with gold's historical data. So you are actually making 11 lakh rupees ka profit by investing your savings. And if you subtract that profit from your net cost, the actual cost of your car is 13 lakhs. So whenever wealthy people buy assets, they always take a loan even if they have savings, even if they have the money to buy it upfront. So it is very important that you create this mindset that whenever I want to buy an asset, I'm talking about assets, guys. Do not, use the same philosophy while buying a phone or a laptop. Case maybe loan hi le lete hai. No, this is, you should pay upfront. Or if it's no cost EMI, you can just pay the EMIs. But whenever you are buying assets which will appreciate over time, ideally you should take a loan and invest the remaining amount in assets like gold or equity.
Yeah.
Surya, let's talk about investing now. While talking to you, I understood that you haven't yet, explored a lot of assets. Is that correct?
True. But I have started my investment journey right from day one, once I started my job back in 2011. Back at that point of time, my take home was somewhere around, I started with a salary of around 40,000 and I have started with a SIP of around 2,000 rupees, at least to start with, at that point of time itself. So
wow.
I have increased it over a period of time, but not significantly, I would say, which is a mistake that I have done. But one good thing that I have been doing all through this while is I have invested significantly in gold. I've accumulated in excess of around 500 grams so far. We can still treat it as an asset, and the value of gold has grown significantly, as we know.
It is an asset. There is absolutely no doubt about gold being an asset, especially in times like today, right? Like in the last 1 year, gold has gone from 65,000 to close to 90,000 today.
Yeah.
The returns are excess of 25%. And especially in a period where every equity market across the world is bleeding. So gold definitely has its merits.
Yeah.
Your 2,000 rupee SIP, right, which you started around 14 years back, if I'm not correct?
Yes, it's around 14.
What is the value of that portfolio?
It has grown significantly, I would say. The XIRR is somewhere around 22% right now. Right now, the SIPs that are going in is around 18,000 per month, both me and my wife combined. I mean, she also does SIP of around 3,000 in the minimal income that she's getting. Apart from that, I also have the corporate NPS which my company offers. So whatever the amount that I'm getting, 2.5 lakhs, it's post that amount. It's post the deduction of that amount. So that amount, the NPS amount is around 16,500, which is also going into markets once again. Like around 80% of that is going into markets once again. So the only thing is it comes only at my retirement.
Your NPS and Provident Fund should, take care of your retirement. So one milestone is already sorted. Mutual funds, you are currently putting 18,000 rupees. If I look at your total income, it's a very small part. As someone who started investing in SIPs and mutual funds before they were cool, before they were advertised by the cricketers, why is this monthly investment so low?
The reason being, I'm significantly contributing to gold purchases as well in addition to this one. So that's one of the reasons why the SIP amount didn't go up.
Is the current value of your mutual fund portfolio lower than your the value of your accumulated gold?
Yes, it's around half right now. So gold is around 40 lakhs, I would say, given that I've accumulated around 500 grams so far. So
as of today, around 44
correct.
lakhs.
It's around 44 lakhs, I would say. But the mutual fund portfolio, it's around 18 lakhs as of today.
Ideally, this amount should have been way bigger considering you have been investing for the last 14 years and you have also seen your income grow from 40,000 to 2.5 lakhs. And while speaking to you, I have also realized that you did not have any kind of generational baggage. Like, you didn't have to buy houses for your parents or, send money back in the village or something, right?
No.
You are still saving based on your previous income levels,
Yeah, that's
right?
So maybe I didn't mention some of the expenses that I might be incurring, or maybe the miscellaneous might be a little bit more than that.
Do you have those expenses in mind or are those just random?
It is random, I would say.
Surya, tomorrow if you and I come into an agreement that from next month onwards, on 5th of each month, you have to mandatorily invest 20,000 extra in equity or gold. Will you be able to manage your
I
expenses?
will be able to still.
Will that be a comfortable ride or will that be a little stressful?
It will be comfortable.
How are you investing in mutual funds right now? How many funds do you have? What is your selection criteria?
So I follow a model where 60% of the amount that I invest in the mutual funds will go into large caps, and the remaining 40 is a combination of mid cap and small cap.
That is an ideal composition. Continue with the same composition, 60% in Nifty 50 and Nifty Next 50. Do not invest in actively managed large cap mutual funds because 80% of them have not beaten the benchmarks.
Okay.
So you are ending up losing a lot of money.
Got it.
I'm all in for paying an expense ratio, paying a fee to the experts only if they are creating excess returns. Alpha create होना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है.
Okay.
So your revised monthly mutual fund investments, 30% will go in Nifty 50, 30% will go in Nifty Next 50, 20% will go in mid caps and small caps each. So this is the investment amount for each of the 4 mutual funds.
Okay.
So now if you're ready to increase your monthly investments, so 33,000 goes towards equity mutual funds, and your gold investments should also be in a liquid form, like be it digital gold or gold coin, right? Like in an asset form, so that you also consider that whenever you have a bigger expense.
Got it.
Surya, I want you to do one thing. Every year, as your income increases, you should also increase your investment amount by 10%. Let's look at the impact of this extra investment each year on your overall investments. From next month, if you follow the proposed plan, which is investing 38,000 rupees in gold and equity, out of which 33,000 is in equity mutual funds and 5,000 is in gold, your blended return will be in the range of 13%. If you continue doing that for 10 years, the amount will be 89 lakhs. If you continue it for the next 20 years, the amount will be 3.94 CR. And if you continue it for the next 25 years, the amount will end up becoming 7.58 crores.
That's the power of compounding.
This is without you increasing the amount. Right. Now, let's also reward our future every time our income increases. Everything remains the same. Now we are increasing the monthly investment by 10% each year. After 25 years, without increasing your investment amount, your total portfolio value will be around 7.5 CR.
Yeah.
But if you increase it by 10% each year, the end result will be close to 17 crores. 17 crores. 30,000 rupees monthly investment, something that you can comfortably achieve, can result in such significant wealth. This is the kind of wealth which will secure your child's future forever.
Yeah.
They can start a business, they can join any college they want, they can explore in their 20s, and that extra risk appetite can significantly change someone's trajectory if they play their cards right.
Yeah.
So as a parent, if you're planning for your kid's future, the biggest advantage that you have is time. Doesn't matter how much you are investing. Because you are investing it for a longer period of time, your money will do wonders for you. Compounding will take care of your kid's future, provided you start early and you continue to invest. Surya, based on your current numbers, your child's future and your future as well looks secure. And these are not rosy numbers.
Yeah, it's practical.
These are not rosy numbers. These are quite practical. These are quite achievable without you having to change your budget.
Yeah.
You don't even have to compromise on your current lifestyle. It's just that you're underinvesting. It's the biggest sin that if you're not investing while having the money, don't do that. Surya, the beauty of these liquid assets like equity mutual funds or gold, which is not in ornaments form, is that it is actually in your bank account, just that there is a friction between you and the assets. So if there is an unforeseen expense or unforeseen event, you can take that money out and it will be in your account within the next 3 days. So do not have that anxiety that you do not have enough savings. Your assets are also your savings, just that you will not end up spending it.
Got it.
Surya, 2025 is a great time to invest in the market, right? Please start investing right now. In the last 29 years, we have never seen Sensex fall for 5 consecutive months. 5 consecutive months, and the price to earnings ratio of the Nifty 50 is below 20. During the peak of COVID bull run in 2021, price to earnings of Nifty was north of 40, and the average price to earnings of Nifty 50 is around 25. So we are at a 20% discount even right now. So if you have excess savings, this is a great time to invest in the market. Great time to top up your mutual fund portfolio, because if you invest in these periods, it will increase your CAGR by 1.5%, and that 1% over 7-10 years adds up to a lot. So please don't sleep on it. If you have savings, this is the right opportunity. I've been talking about the importance of an opportunity fund since a very long time. This is the time to utilize it. Surya, I hope I was able to answer your questions. I wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot, Anshuman. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Surya. Thank you so much for watching this till the end. Please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Fix Your Finance episodes very regularly. Goodbye and see you guys next time.